Hi guys, EBPMAN here, and this video is going to focus on all the video commands and voice prompt technology that comes from Google Home. We did an unboxing and we did an initial review of setting it up and how it worked, but unfortunately my noise canceling mic didn't allow for a lot of the audio coming from the unit to be heard. So I'm going to switch microphone sources, which means you're going to pick up a lot of ambient noise, so I apologize for that, but it's going to give you a sense of what the solution can do, the Google Home solution can do. It's definitely, I would put it in the category of a great gadget to have. How functional it is going to be based on you. I can't say initially, just my impression over the last 24 hours has been that I've been listening to more music and a wider variety of music using the solution that I've had in the past by just streaming things from my phone on Pandora and other applications. So I already see how this could be a benefit to someone, and if you have someone in the family that really likes audio solutions and likes listening to music while they're doing things around the house, this is a cool solution. So let's go switch audio sources, and then we'll go through all the different things you can get the Google Home to do for you. Let's check that out. So let's go ahead and now go through all of the commands and things that you can have the Google Home solution do for you. Now keep in mind that unlike the Alexa solution where you can just say Alexa and it starts up, here you have to say OK, and obviously then you would go ahead and say Google for it to start up, which if you have phones in your home that have the function enabled just the audio to pick up, it's going to pick up. Now, it is very conversational and it does have contextuality in it, which means you don't have to repeat the full question, and you'll see that in some of the things we're going to do here. So let's do one of the basic things. Okay, Google, what's the weather like?
It'll be sunny in Alsip today with a forecasted high of 67 and a low of 48.
Okay, Google, will I need an umbrella today?
No, rain is not expected today in Alsip. The forecast is 67 degrees and sunny.
Okay, Google, will it rain this week?
Yes, rain is expected on Tuesday in Alsip.
So you saw how conversational that was. You saw how I was able to just ask it some questions, and it kept the contextuality, noticing what my location was, and then also just furthering on that discussion to learn everything that was going on. Now the next thing is travel. Let's say you want to know how far it is to get somewhere and if there's any traffic. So let's try that. Okay, Google, how far is it to Mariano's?
You're 0.5 miles away from Mariano's Oaklawn by car.
Now let's say you want to know how long it's going to take to walk there. Okay, Google, how long will it take me to walk there?
According to Quora, the people that normally walk very briskly might normally walk 4 miles per hour, which would get you a 15-minute mile, but faster than that is going to be uncommon unless they walk fast for exercise or race walk.
Okay, Google, stop. So notice how that contextuality, understanding the stream of conversation, is really cool when it comes to just being able to enrich your voice experience. Now, from a music perspective, I'll put in the command, but I'm going to blank out the music because of copyright issues and don't want to get any kind of flags on the account. But literally, you can ask the artist, you can ask the song, you can mention even the words of the song. Or like one of the things that I did, and this worked immediately, was when I walked into the house, literally from the opening up the door, I spoke loudly into the kitchen, and I said this: "Okay, Google, play some smooth jazz."
Sure, check out this smooth jazz music radio mix on YouTube.
So immediately you heard the prompt. I have it connected to the Google Music, in this case the YouTube Music, because YouTube Music, there's a free 14-day trial which can be extended up to 6 months, which I took just to get to try out that service. Now immediately it just started playing jazz. So you can actually tell it, play some upbeat music, play pop. You can go by genre or you can go by mood, and it's going to pick a selection, and the music is actually really good. And what it's done for me in my home is it's, I would say, opened up my appetite and taste for music, because it's playing music from artists that I typically wouldn't ask for because I'm so general. So in my request. So really cool. Now the other thing that you could do is you can actually say, okay, Google, as the music is playing, stop.
You're listening to Motown Jazz, smooth jazz, saxophone, jazz, instrumental music, relaxing, dinner, study, download by Dr. Saxlove.
Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, stop. All right, so you can see some of the challenges there. Saying that word, the activation word, is going to bring it up. But what you saw is during the music as it's playing, you can actually invoke the command for Google Home and then ask it who is the artist, and it will tell you the artist while the music is playing in the background. And then what it will do is it will continue playing. You could also use the command to enable it again and then say next song or next one, and it's going to go on to the next song as well. So there's a lot of things that you could do with the music, and I'm going to show you some of the commands that are right here. So you can see all the things that you can do. So you can pretty much be very open when it comes to all the things that you're looking for and get a wide variety of music. And I would say this is probably the best way to discover new artists, or have your taste or palette when it comes to music really change. Now you could do the same thing with podcasts. You could do the same thing with the news. So I can say, okay, Google, tell me the news.
Here's the latest news from Fox News at 11 a.m. today.
Okay, Google, stop.
Fox News Radio.
So once again, you see, you can just, if you want to get updated, and you have the control to choose which news station you can get news from. So a lot of flexibility again, where you're just in the kitchen and you just want to be able to listen to what's going on in the news as well. Now, one other useful tip, at least when you're using the Google Home solution, is when you find yourself, and I've placed mine in my kitchen, is being able to just add things to your shopping list. So one of the things that you can do is actually tell the system by using the on command, that okay and the word, and just say add this to my shopping list, add that to my shopping list, and depending on your Google account, it will actually show up as an item that would show up on that list of things that you should buy. So notice all the things that you could do when it comes to just adding things to your shopping list. Now, the one thing that I found that's a limitation with the Google Home is that it only works on one account. So you need to figure out which account you want to have the system paired with. So if you're like me and you have a home that has maybe 4 Android users, it could become quite confusing as to which is the primary account that's on it. So there's no real identity when it comes to who's the person who's asking for it. So you may want to choose to select or enable like a Google account that is a family-based account. You'd put your family name on, create a Gmail account that has family name, at google.com, and then use that for the solution. That way it's something that the family in entirety can share, and then you don't have different playlists coming up on your Google history. Now, the other function that you have with Google Home is the gaming. There's a lot of gaming in this. There's some fun stuff, and it's actually funny. So let's try this one out. Okay, Google, tell me a joke.
Here you go. How did the vacuum cleaner die? It bit the dust.
Da-dum, ba-dum-bum. So that's one thing that you can do. You could also play trivia. Okay, Google, let's play a game.
We can play Lucky Trivia, Mad Libs, or you can spin the wheel. What do you want to try?
Lucky Trivia.
You did it! You just unlocked the game show assistant. Here comes the music. Yes! Welcome to Are You Feeling Lucky? The trivia game that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Now watch this.
Even if you are not sitting down.
So it adds this kind of levity to the
I'm happy
experience.
to say that I'll be your host today. How many contestants do we have this time?
1.
It's just you and me then. I've loaded up 5 questions. I'll call you King Crab, if that's okay with you. If it isn't okay with you, maybe you can just put up with it for the next few minutes. Let's begin. To end the game early, just scream stop. This one will test
We'll go
your
through at least
knowledge
one
of the
question so you
English
can see how it
language.
works.
What word fits this definition? An influential person in business. Debauchery, gullible, or magnate.
Magnate. Now, I've played this before, and it looks like it doesn't have
King
a lot
Crab,
of questions
you did it.
to
Question
ask.
2
So
goes
ask
like
that
this.
question before.
Think carefully. True or false, an average man spends 5 months of his life shaving.
True. Now you can see those were answered correctly,
Brilliant.
so I'm going
You
to
got
answer
it.
one incorrectly.
Question 3. Coming up. You seem like a people person. Which celebrity is the tallest? Emma Roberts, Julia Roberts, or Tila Tequila?
Emma Roberts.
Good guess, but no. Sorry, the answer I was looking for is Julia Roberts. Because that's the correct
Okay,
answer.
Google. Stop.
Are you sure you want to quit?
Yes.
Alright, thanks for playing.
Now, you saw it's entertaining, especially when you have people where they have never really heard of the Google Home solution to, do the trivia. It's almost like Jeopardy. Like there's many games that you can play. I do find that the games are still in process of loading more games because literally a lot of those questions that came up on this one I had already heard. So some gaming capabilities as well are definitely present in the solution. Now, you can also use your voice to increase the volume. You can tell it by percentage. You can tell it as you're listening to music, turn it up, lower it down, and it will do it without you touching it. You could also do that by just moving your finger over this area right
Joe
here.
Chiro. The presidential candidates
How it goes
campaigning
up.
hard in battleground states.
Okay, Google,
Days.
stop. So just by changing that area right there, you're going to be able to get the again the volume to change. The one thing I will say is listening to music, you listening to jazz, listening to a lot of different genre, pop. The speaker sounds fantastic. I was very, very impressed with the bass quality, with the overall mids and highs. So it's a great audio tool, and it really speaks to the fact that when you look at the box, it does showcase it's a voice-activated speaker. And as I've been posting kind of some of the things I've been doing with it in my house on Facebook, I've seen a lot of family and friends that are becoming very enamored with how the solution works, and they really want one as well. Now, in addition to some of the things that we talked about already, you can definitely ask questions about things. So, like, how many ounces are in a shot? Or you can ask, what's the distance between here and the moon? And it's going to look up the information. It's going to give it to you. You could also ask for translations. So we'll try this. For example, okay, Google, how do you say you're welcome in Spanish?
De nada.
All right, so we'll go ahead and do that. And it will do it in a variety of languages. Okay, Google, how do you say how are you in Japanese?
お元気ですか?
Okay, Google, how about in Chinese?
你好吗?
So you can continue to go through, again, because of the contextuality, through all those different settings. You could also, if you have it connected to your home Nest system, so I have it connected to my Nest thermostat, you can ask it things about the home. Okay, Google, what's the temperature in the house?
It's currently 67 degrees, but the house is set to 71.
Okay, and one of the things that you can also do, and I'll just make sure this is louder so you guys can hear it, you can also tell it to increase the temperature, lower the temperature, all those things can take place. There are not many things that it's connected to, but at this time, because it's growing, but you definitely can. And you can also connect this to like SmartThings speakers, so you can actually have this control all the speakers in your home. If you have a Chromecast television, you can say play something on your TV, and it will when it comes to videos and things of that nature. You can, with this, book a taxi, and actually it's Uber. It does have Uber connections. So you can ask it, if you open up and single sign on into your Uber account, you can go ahead and do that. And then also it's going to tell you things about your calendar. So you can say, what's going on today and things of that nature. So I'm hoping that this gives you a good sense of everything that the Google Home can do today. And there's many more things that it's going to be doing in the future as they continue to expand all the voice commands. I think it's a really cool tool. I still think that it's a gadget. I think that if you love music, you love experiencing different types of music and exploring, this is probably one of the coolest ways to do it, because you can just ask. And I'll tell you, last night as we were playing with this even further, and I had friends over, we continued to experience different music types that we typically wouldn't go to, because you're going to either go to that favorite artist, that favorite channel, and you don't really get the ability to just browse and listen to things that you never heard of before. So I say that this is definitely a buy at $129. It's going to be a great, I think, Christmas gift for those of you who are looking for something like that for Christmas. If you have a student going to college and you want to get them something for their dorm, it doesn't take a lot of space to have literally a wireless stereo because of all the music capabilities that it has. I have been able to activate the solution from very far away in my home. So I was first I didn't really think that it was going to be able to recognize me, 75 feet, 100 feet away, and it can. So I'm able to, without yelling, enable things, stop things, and just activate different features. So definitely, if you have any comments or questions about the solution, Google Home, go ahead and leave it below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Any other questions that you do have about it, leave it in the channel area, and I'll try to do my best to answer it, or I'm sure a lot of the subscribers can do that as well. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.